Refugee crises. Soon after the partition, refugee crisis became a huge problem. During this period, millions of people tried to find future in either of the country. They had to leave their native places and move toward the place where people from their religion were a majority. Around 6 million refugees arrived in India. This crisis ballooned in the beginning. But, by 1951 most of the refugees from West Pakistan were taken care of. But the crisis of East Pakistan, Bangladesh, continued for a long time. It was caught in severe communal violence soon after the partition. As a result, the refugees were arriving till 1971. The Bengal Vimekana movement, which was supported by India, could finally liberate the Bangladesh. The war resulted in arrival of 10 lakh refugees to India. They were helped by the Government of India, governments of Tripura, Meghalaya and Assam to resettle them and find new hope of life in India. Since most of the refugees from Bangladesh knew Bengali, they attempted to settle in Bengal more. As a result, there was huge stress on the West Bengal. Moreover, during 1960s and 1970s India itself faced economic crisis. Major famines destroyed our financial security. Still, India did not leave its humanitarian concern and tried to provide better refugee facilities for them. The people of Tibet had arrived in our country as refugees during Nehru time. According to one estimate, there are around 1,20,000 Tibetan refugees in India. In 1960, Government of Karnataka sanctioned 3,000 acres of land to Tibetan refugees at Bailakkup, and now it has grown as one of major Tibetan settlement in India. In spite of all these problems, their arrival has enriched our cultural diversity. When the independence was declared on August 15, 1947, an interim government was formed. Lord Mountbatten became the Governor-General of India. Jawaharlal Nehru became the first Prime Minister of India. On January 26, 1950, the Indian Constitution was adopted. With the implementation of the Constitution, Dr. Baburi Jendra Prasad became the first President of India. The Constitution declared India as the sovereign, democratic republic. Later, through 42nd Amendment to the Constitution, words secular and socialist were added in the year 1976. Government of India followed an independent foreign policy. India adopted parliamentary type of democracy. Parliamentary democracy. The Constitution Drafting Committee studied various constitutions of the world and came to the conclusion that Parliament elected by the people should be the ultimate authority in governance. It rejected presidential type of democracy. Integration of princely states. There were 562 princely states when British left India. Apart from partitioning India, they had kept 3 options open for the remaining princely states. 1. Joining India. 2. Joining Pakistan. 3. remaining independent. In this background, Government of India through its instrument of accession offered an opportunity for the princely states to join federal structure of India. It offered in return of accession, revenue sharing based on the actual revenue of the state in the form of royalty. Apart from this, some special status were also accorded to the ruling kings. Later in 1971, these royalties and status were withdrawn. During the integration of Indian princely states, strong opposition came from Junagadh, Jammu and Kashmir and Hyderabad states. Under the leadership of Lal Bhai Patel, who is known as Iron Man of India, was successful in integrating the princely states to Indian Federation.